It's a very comfortable push. Like if I just push a little bit more, I could see it. But like I would have, like it's almost like my eyes would dissolve the matter around me if I was successful at doing that. It would dissolve the walls and stuff like that around me. And no, I'm not on any drugs or anything like that. But I don't drink anymore either. I used to casually, like occasionally drink. I stopped drinking after I got alcohol poisoning. I had like three Hennessy and cranberries with a friend. I drink it because my friend drinks it, and so I usually get what my company gets. I get the same drink they do. I do have my own preferences, but I didn't really care for them at the time. So, yeah, alcohol poisoning, and I was like, yeah, nope, I'm not drinking ever again because this is just the worst fucking feeling in the world. So, a little wine for the belly, but don't be a drunkard, what the Bible said and stuff like that. So, and I'm not saying I neglect the Bible at all and stuff like that. I was baptized. This is all on my Instagram. I was baptized on my primary Instagram. I have a certificate that proves my baptism. I don't have a recording because my family didn't own a camera at the time, and this was before YouTube. But with that said, I got baptized in 2004, I think. I was like 9 or something like that. It was a conscious choice that I made. No one baptized me. I'm not Catholic in that regard. I don't believe in baptizing babies and stuff like that. I'm Baptist in this regard, that I believe you have to choose to do this. Christ chose to do it. And they might say he was a virgin birth and stuff like that. And there's whole things like that. But I raced to the end of time. It was black. I didn't see, but there was nothing around me. There was nothing around me in this bit, and I only stopped going even further because I was like, okay, I think I've traveled far enough. There's no one's. I could feel that nobody was catching up to me. People had started to come after me. The other zodiac signs had started to come after me, and this manifested in the form of a Capricorn friend to generate the age that came right before me. But no one was coming after me. Evelyn, my previous significant other, Evelyn at Kiona's, was the past. She represented the past. And my friend was a Capricorn. And he represented the present. And the present only got created because I ran away from the past and toward the future, because the past, she was facing me, but she didn't run toward me. We were looking at each other. I had to turn, in the way this vision started, I was faced toward the direction of the future. I turned around to look at the past, but I didn't mush into it. I didn't run into it, because I wanted the past to choose me. I wanted the past to come toward me. I would have met him in the middle. I would have met her in the middle, like the moment she took the first, like I want to say took the first step. Like, could we have done it simultaneously? Maybe, maybe not. But what happened in the vision? I mean, there's a lot of it's like the Adam and Eve situation. Like, maybe he could have chose to walk away from Eve instead of eating from the fruit. Maybe not. But I was so scared of the direction that she was coming from, which was the eternal, was that place of debauchery and sex and sin and just people who are like Drake, the Baby, Jay-Z, all these people who, like, those people were, I don't want to say her idols, but they rule that eternal realm. They that lifestyle. It's a life, Young Thug too. Like, it's a lifestyle. Like they rule that eternal space without beginning or end of just the same shit and stuff like that. And I didn't want any part of it. I wanted more. And this goes in with another vision that I had, but I felt this tug on my heart, and that's the only reason I stopped, because it felt like, and there's a picture of a female, and she's holding her heart. You can see it's like, it's not an X-ray quite not exactly an x-ray, but you can see her heart inside her chest. And there's a signpost, and it says the past and the future. Like, there's two signs on the signpost, and one's pointing in left and it says the past on it, and one's pointing forward or to the right and it says the future on it. And her body is faced this way, her head's kind of tilt, not quite looking back, but looking back a little bit, and her heart has this string connected to the past all the way to the end of the picture. And there's no male in the picture, but it's connected to something. That's how it felt. That's how it felt. And I will say that I'll make another video on this. But my destiny number is 3. I'll tell you what my life path number is as well. But my destiny number is 3. This gives me an immense, I attribute, as I've come to see from the various general tarot readings and how I appear in the cards when other tarot readers do readings and stuff like that for me. I come up, and not personal readings necessarily. I think they don't do it because they don't want to offend me, but because they're not necessarily sure what my disposition is and stuff like that. But in the general readings that they do, I come up as the divine feminine. And this is because of a strong connection to the number 3, which is the Empress Major Arcana card. And I interpret that as, you might say, oh, well, to be the Emperor in numerology, you'd have to be a life path number 4, or a life path, or a destiny number 4. No, not necessarily. This is, when it comes to numerology and astrology, it is all about interpretation. Not only interpretation, but it's a spiritual resume, okay? Like, my spiritual resume, I've looked at my own chart and stuff like that. My spiritual resume, and just as I uncover more, is off the goddamn charts. Me and I forget his name, but the guy who plays Count Dooku in Star Wars, him and I have a lot of similarities in our chart. I forget, it's a Saturn placement. I'm a big Star Wars fan. I identify as a Sith, but Galileo Galilei was an Aquarius and stuff like that. Kurt Cobain and I have the same midheaven. Mark Zuckerberg and I have the same midheaven. Jay-Z and I have the same midheaven. Gemini midheaven. And you might, like, with so many Gemini midheavens currently alive, I think even Steve Jobs had a Gemini midheaven too. I could be incorrect about that. But with so many Gemini midheavens and stuff like that, which some say are destined for greatness and career-wise and stuff like that, you might wonder, is there any room for me? Just like you would wonder, was there any room for the 13th zodiac sign to fit in the zodiac and stuff like that? And there absolutely is room. It's the center. Scorpio is just supposed to be a doorway. Like, there's a doorway that he can fit through, and I did fit through. I was born, and I was born. I'm still uncovering the relationship between, I'm not a part of a secret society, but I'm still uncovering the relationship between me and the secret societies. I'm still uncovering that. I'm vehemently against them because the fruits of their labor is apparent. I don't care how well you try to hide yourself. The world is a product of the people. I didn't build shit. I can tell you that. I didn't craft it. Not that I'm late. In a lazy kind of way, I didn't craft a goddamn thing. I didn't craft the sun, the stars, the moon. I didn't do any of that. I waited to be here. I waited until the very end. Just like I ran in the vision, I ran to the I just wanted to go. I wanted my soul, my spirit. I had a body in this vision, like a body, but I wanted it was like, I interpret it as my soul, as my spirit. I wanted to go to the end of time and just wait it out. Wait until everybody else got there, because I knew that was the correct direction to go, like, period. And the only reason I stopped, as I said, was because there was a pull, and I turned around. But what happened was I couldn't get back to the past. I couldn't. This is what ended up creating the divide of why you couldn't travel into the past. This is how the vision is explaining to me why you can't just time travel to the past, and why you really wouldn't want to anyway. But like, because of the separation of the future, the distance between the future and the past, that distance that got created from me going in the opposite direction, particularly to the end of time, the present got created, and that was Capricorn. And Capricorn, initially, we started off as good friends. Initially, he tried to bring us back together. The past, like, using his power, because the present was very powerful, tried to bring us back